Hello, 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 everybody. I am super excited about the training that you are about to hear. Now, taxes is a bad word to some people, but when you have your own home-based business, that taxes word can be a second Christmas to those who know how to do their deductions. Today, we're going to talk about how to avoid paying taxes legally. Yes, yes, yes. Super excited, you guys. My name is Toni Ward, and I'm an international training specialist, and I'm here this evening to talk to you about tax deductions with home-based businesses. I am accompanied by the beautiful and talented Miss Carla Turner, who is a CPA, you guys. She's a home-based tax specialist. So for those of you out there who have home-based businesses, this is the woman with all of the information who can help you keep your money in your pocket. So super cool to be able to do that. Carla, how are you, darling? How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. We really appreciate it. You guys, I'm super happy because not only is Carla here to give us some of the inside information, but she's also going to help answer some questions that a lot of home-based travel business owners have had in the past. So we want to make sure you're collecting as much money as you can in the future. Now, before we get started, you guys know the drill. Take a moment and just subscribe below. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that you can get all of the good training. Click that notification bell so as soon as that training comes out, you'll be the first one to grab it. Now, today, you guys, it's going to really focus on one saying that I love to always spread to those of us who are out there working our butts off trying to make it happen, right? It's not how much money you make, it's how much of that money you actually get to keep, enjoy, and save so that you can spend it on yourself. Now, I love saying all the time, Carla, wouldn't you agree that the money you make is best spent on you? Doesn't that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. I love this.
Absolutely. And so you guys, and that kind of goes along with our training because it's not how much you make, it's how much of that you actually get to keep. So I want to just ask Carla a couple questions because we're going to talk about tax deductions, how it works with your business, the things you can do, the things you can write off, the things you can't write off, so that you can have a better understanding of how this business can actually work for you. Because anybody and everybody that files taxes can definitely benefit from a home-based business. I was actually watching the Steve Harvey show, and on that show, the expert that he had on there said every single American should definitely have a home-based business because of the tax deductions associated with that business. Now, when you are filing your taxes, there are 3 different things that can actually happen. And Carla's going to talk to us about those 3 things that can actually happen when you're filing taxes. So Carla, what are the 3 things that can happen when you file your taxes?
You either are going to have to pay
Okay.
IRS,
Okay.
or you're either going to get a refund,
Okay.
and you're also even can break even.
Okay, so we're either gonna have to pay, we can get a refund, or we can break even. Okay, super cool. Because I know one thing's for sure. If you don't do your taxes, something else can happen, right? We're not gonna talk about thing number 4. So we'll stick to those first 3 things that we'll talk about today. Now, Carla, a couple questions. So talking to some other, CPAs, people who have been in the business a lot, there's people who are actually benefiting from having their own home-based business. And I've heard some really great stories. So let me verify this information with you, okay? Now,
Okay.
I heard, you could tell me if it's true, that there are over 400 different tax deductions that you can qualify for.
Yes, that is correct. Yes, it is.
Sounds good. Sounds good. So, these things that are on the screen right now, the utilities, the internet, the trainings and things like that, are those some of the things you can qualify for?
Yes, it is. And also, you can also qualify or use as a tax deduction is tolls, bridge tolls. You got car registration. Also, you can use mileage.
Okay.
You can write off gas.
Okay.
You can write off, it's just so many of them to remember, but
Yeah, over 400. I couldn't imagine that
yeah. Yes.
For sure. I know the car mileage, the gas, the tolls, what about parking? Like if you're going somewhere and you got, your business and stuff, you're going to a meeting, can you write off your the price for parking and all that stuff too?
You can also, yes, you can do that. And also for traveling, if you say traveling, if you're going on events, like I see that on their events, you can also, if you had to rent a car,
Okay.
you had to get a hotel, you can
Okay.
also write those things off as well.
Now, I also heard that because we are travel agents, our travel is also tax deductible because it's used as research and development. Is that true too?
That is absolutely correct. Yes, it is.
Great. So you mean I can actually write off a vacation that I'm going to take just because I'm a travel agent?
Is it pertaining to business?
Well, yeah, research and development. I'm going to figure out
yes,
what
it is.
my board is like.
Yes, it is.
My goodness. Now, let me ask you, because I know a lot of agents, get started in the middle of the year, some at the end of the year, some at the beginning of the year. And I also understand, because I've been in the business for a while, that it doesn't really matter what time of year you start. There's still tax deductions that can benefit you, right? So is there a certain time or does it matter? I know certain taxes have certain parameters, right? So, okay, cool. Well, because I know I was talking to somebody and they're like, oh, I don't want to get started. I'm going to wait till January. And I'm like, no, you can start in December. You're still going to be able to benefit from some of the things that are out there. And so they wanted to start in January. And after I told them that, they're like, oh my goodness, so I can really get some deductions in December too. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I know with the startup costs, you're talking about startup costs and tax deductions. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes. So basically, if you have startup costs, as we say, as a business, you can write that off. It doesn't, like you were saying earlier, it does not matter when you start your business, as long as you start within that year of tax year, you can write that off as well.
Yes. Okay. So you guys, I hope you're listening. I hope you're really retaining all this. If you're looking for tax deductions, if you're looking for some business information, definitely look into that, home-based business, because there's so many things that become, tax deductions. I love this little house. I love this house on the screen because your house turns into money. Literally, it turns into money. Okay, you guys, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about those 3 things that Carla was telling us about. The first thing that can happen when you are doing your taxes as a home-based business owner, of course, is you can benefit from a refund. Yes, this check can have your name on it. That money can be going into your account. So let's talk about refunds. Now, we always say documentation beats conversation all day, every day. So we want to give you some real documentation to support the conversation that Carla and I are about to have. So Carla, you supplied us with a couple of returns, right? Names are not included. We want to make sure that, the identity of these people are kept confidential, but we wanted to make sure you knew that we were working with real numbers, real people, real results. Okay, Carla, so this is definitely a huge example of where somebody is receiving a refund because they have a home-based business. Now, could you tell me a little bit about this? So this person is getting back $11,238. Okay, I forgot the 200 because I was like minimal. So that 11,000, you got this person. So question, if your client would not have had a home-based business, how much would they have received?
They would have received about $5,700.
Okay, so they more than doubled their refund because they had a business. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, you guys. Well, here it is in black and white. You can see it just like I can see it. If they would not have had a business, they would have only gotten back $5,700. But because of their home-based business, Carla was able to get them back $11,238. So definitely the business is paying for itself and a little bit more. Okay, so super cool to be able to benefit from that. Okay, let's talk about option number 2. Because definitely that $11,238 makes me not even able to talk correctly. My mouth is watering over here because that's such a good refund. Super excited for that person. So the next thing Carla talked about is paying less, right? You can reduce your tax liability if you have a home-based business, right? So
Right.
super cool to be able to reduce your tax liability. Let's look at a real life example that shows us how the documentation can definitely support the conversation that we are about to have. So Carla, like, what am I looking at here? It looks like I'm looking at a refund where they, not a refund, a payment where they were going to have to pay, oh my goodness, $13,578. And after you added their deductions, they only had to pay
$1,406.
oh my goodness. So was this because of their business?
Yes, I basically, what I did with the deductions, I did maximum that was allowed for them, and
Okay.
to reduce that amount, that 13,000 and some change, to $1,406. So they were a happy client.
I could imagine. I'd be happy too. So you guys listen, because Carla knows about tax deductions, because she specializes in home-based businesses, she was actually able to maximize their deductions and minimize their payment. So super cool to have that type of, professionalism behind you when you're working. So, Carla, I'm talking about you a lot, and you guys listen, I'm a little bit biased because Carla is my tax provider too. Okay. She's my tax preparer too. But I want you guys to know that, going to H&R Block or, Jackson Hewitt or those different places, it's fine. But make sure if you do decide to go to those companies, you are working with a tax preparer that actually works with home-based businesses. I've heard horror stories from people who have gone to these companies because they want it to be quick. They want that, instant refund. And the person that they're working with is working from a script. I think Carla told me they work from scripts, right? Because
They do.
you've been doing this, Carla. You've been in the business for how long?
13 years.
13 years. So you guys, not only does she have the time behind her, but we also have the documentation in front of us that shows us that she definitely knows what she's doing. So make sure when you're going to these places, you demand to have somebody work for you, okay? Because they're making they are preparing your taxes. They're working for you. So you want to make sure that they know exactly what you do when you're doing that. So important, because had this person not gone to somebody who specializes in home-based businesses, they might have had to pay that $13,000 instead of the $1,400. So really cool to be able to have that home-based business behind you so that you have those type of deductions. Now, Carla, let's talk about the third thing you told us about, which was breaking even, which is super cool because you don't owe the tax, the Uncle Sam, you don't owe Uncle Sam anything. You have no tax liability. And then again, you're not getting a refund either, but you've done your duty and you filed your taxes, right? So you don't have to end up with number 4. You can just stick with number 3. So this is an example right here again, documentation supporting our conversation, where you have, I believe you said this is a client, one of your clients, who only had a home-based business, so they did not have a W-2, and you were able to use that home-based business, even though this person's made well over $100,000, still, because of their tax deductions, was able to make it even. So this is something that's normal, Carla?
Yes, it is. Long as you, basically, if in your home, you can claim anything in your home that you use it basically as for a business. And like I said, mortgages, anything of the sort. So what I did the maximum that I could. And by doing that, reduced down to where she didn't have to owe anything. She didn't owe, she just broke even. She don't owe Uncle Sam, she don't owe nobody. And she doesn't get a refund.
Nice. So basically what you're telling me is the secret to financial success is a home-based business.
Yes, I am.
I love it. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so over here giggling because I know it's almost tax time. I can't wait to get this paperwork done. Before, I would dread doing the paperwork, but now knowing that I have a professional to help me with my paperwork that actually understands what I do, because she does it too, it makes it a lot easier for me to get that stuff done the right way, so I know that I can benefit and I'm doing it, correctly, so I don't get in any trouble either, right? Because none of us want that before. So you guys, There are secrets to financial success. Carla has shared some secrets with us today. I'm super excited because a lot of people don't understand that you can get started with your business, Carla says, at any time of the year, right? It doesn't matter if it's
Doesn't
January
matter.
or December. You can write off so many things that you're using on a regular daily basis anyway, right? Carla, you told us about the car, about the house, about the utilities. So you guys, I want to make sure that you can, and the travel. So for those of you who love traveling, we also know that we can write off our travel. There's a piece in there where we can write off, employing your children. So there's so many different things that you can do. And I wanted to really introduce this to those who don't know. And I wanted to also let you guys know that I'm here having this conversation with you with a professional. And Carla is not the regular professional. If I would have told you guys something that was wrong, she would have stopped me. Okay. She would have said, oh, wait, nope. Nope. My face is on here. I'm on the line. Not going to do it. So, you guys, I just wanted to make sure you guys have all that information. Carla, are there any other tips or secrets, with keeping paperwork or anything you want to tell the people they should do when they are getting ready for their taxes as they're running their home-based business?
That I would deed, or just in general, if they go through me or not, because basically you can.
Basic tips, like what should they be doing as a home-based business? What should they be keeping?
Everything. All records. All records. You
Okay.
never know when you're going to need them. My motto is keep everything for 7 years. Everything. Everything.
Okay. Well, you guys,
Paper trail. You got to have a paper trail.
paper trail is important. Absolutely. You guys, you've heard it from the horse's mouth. Okay. Just want you guys to know. Carl, let me ask you a question. Paper trail. So for somebody like me who hates paper, but I use my card for everything, would a statement, an itemized statement of what I've been spending and using my card for, if I use one card for everything, like if I use my pay card for my company for everything, would that be sufficient if I give you my records for 12 months?
Yes, it would.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've had clients in the past that gave me bank statements, credit card statements, anything that you have. I had some that has a softwares. They downloaded the softwares. They transferred that over to me. I take it all. Whatever you have that can help with the documentation, I'll take it.
Fabulous. And I know our company has something like TaxBot that can definitely store all that information for us. So really
Mhm.
cool to be able to have that stuff. You guys, I'm super excited. So happy that Carla decided to join us to let us know that it is possible to win with your business. Okay. So really cool, Carla. Thank you for spending this time with us and letting us know that you are available if we need anything. You guys, this is her direct business phone number. So make sure you call or text, get your questions answered, and maximize your business and minimize your payments to the IRS. You guys, this is Toni Ward on behalf of Evolution Travel. I look forward to seeing all of you guys at the bank with those big refunds and on the beach. Carla, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Everybody have a good night.